Okay. Follow our structure in the previous class. What we have discussed in the previous class regarding the choice of construction or which structure we have decided for the construction. The different steps that I have discussed in the previous class. That is your substructure. Okay, foundation. Today we will discuss about the superstructure. Okay, foundation part is finished. Today we will discuss about the superstructure part, and to start with, you must know the basic difference between different ways by which the construction is carried out for different structure. Okay, of the superstructure, like your beams, columns, slabs. Okay, in the that is used for your material as a concrete. Okay, so for this you must know, you might have heard different terms like formwork, what is shuttering, what is centering, what is scaffolding, what is staging. Okay, these are very common terms you can use in your construction, in the site execution and in the construction. So you must it is very important to know all this terminology from the part of view of your interview. Okay, these are very common concepts is asked from the interview perspective, and as well as in the for the upcoming construction phase. Okay, the building construction methods, you must know the basic difference between all this stuff. Okay, what are staging, what are shuttering, what are formwork. So first here is the formwork. The formwork is defined as the arrangement that is made to contain and support the limit slurry of the concrete. Okay, so any arrangement in the form of vertical to support the vertical member, whether it is column or wall type material, which will hold, which is taking a form and it is holding the concrete material, the slurry that support that material, which support is called your formwork. Okay, and this formwork would be of what shape? It would be made up of your simple rectangular form or square form, and as well as it can be used for a circular form. Okay, by combining two concentric your cylinders, hollow, they can be made as cylindrical column, and by using four sides of square plates or shuttering plates, we can use configuration of this rectangular column. Okay, this is called your formwork, and this must contain the liquid slurry in the concrete that is inserted to it, and also this should be sufficiently propped with the support, so that when the vibration is done for the compaction purpose of the concrete, this supports must carry that load, not only the load of the concrete slurry but also the load of the your compaction that is done in the form of what? Compaction can be done in the form of by giving vibration, by giving vibrators, by inserting vibrators, as well as by inserting some compaction by manual compaction. Okay, using any rod by your tamping operation. Next is the centering. So centering is that part of formwork which we carry out to shorten the horizontal member, to prepare the horizontal bottom of beams. Okay, that supports the horizontal surface like your beam bottom or slab bottom. So to make arrangements with the formwork, to prepare the slab, the bottom of the beam. Okay, so this part is called your centering, and it is part of it is subset of your formwork. Okay, in formwork we have taken the whole part where it comprises of your completion of preparation of the mold, and the horizontal part where you prepare the beam and the slab. This is contained. It is called your centering part. Understood? Basic difference between formwork and centering. Next is your shuttering. Shuttering is the part of formwork which supports and holds the vertical member. Okay, like your column, sides of beam, and sides of slabs. Okay, all those vertical members which we contain is called your shuttering. Okay, so formwork consists of what? Two parts, centering and as well as shuttering. Understood? The difference between formwork and shuttering. Understood? Next is your scaffolding. In scaffolding, we have the worker who are performing the preparation of your finishing work in the form of plaster of a building that need to be done in an elevated position. So if you have some elevated position, you have to put some scaffolding work, where the workers can rest and prepare the work for finishing, like a plastering. So for all this temporary arrangement which is made is called your scaffolding. Okay, understood? This scaffolding is not carrying the load of the structure. Okay, scaffolding is only temporary structure which is prepared to carry the load of the manpower who will go to elevated position and prepare your finishing work, like your repairing work or your plastering. Okay, for any checking of the finishing work and all this. Okay, so it is a platform actually. It works as a platform. Okay, and what precaution should a worker take while he is doing the scaffolding? He is going to the elevated position. How the precaution is taken by the worker, or some engineer may also go there. Using scaffolding, he has to reach. There is no staircase. Okay, so how? Or in the outside part, there is no staircase compared. So what is the safety arrangement? What is the safety gear that the worker must wear to be safe from a elevated height, from a elevation? What is that? Helmet is very common. Helmet is need to be wear even if when he is grounded. I am asking about when he is on the staging at some height, minimum height. Body harness. Okay, right. So that your he need to clamp himself with the body harness to some staging work, where even if he falls, he will be safe there. He will move and he will be hanging by using the body harness. Some safety gear that must be. There are some parts of the scaffolding you must know. Okay, there will be main parts like pipes, like arrangement, which need to be attached and clamped. Okay, so this is a common base plate. There will be coupler arrangement. Using this coupler arrangement, the basic bracings will be attached. Okay, this is called scaffolding slab. This is the horizontal part, and this is the top rail. There will be false upright, mid rail to support. Overboard will be also required. This part is called layer. Layer is nothing but horizontal bracings and coupler. Coupler is used for the tying of two brace plates, brace members. The form of slender, they are your cylindrical pipes. Okay. Next is your staging. Staging is what? Staging is the prop that we provide to hold the load of the shuttling and centering work. Okay. Because there will be, once the centering work is done and shuttling work is done, this needs to be supported with the vertical members props. So these are called your staging. Okay. These are the props. Their props are used. Top blocks are used to hold it, or even wooden battens are also used. Okay. These are used for holding the shuttling and centering and tying. Okay. So staging work is actually carrying the load of the structure, where the not structure is the to be prepared structure. It is carrying the load of the concrete and steel, that is the steel that is prepared, and the concrete that is poured, and also the live load that is vertical in the form of workers they are coming to the site, and also the engineers. Okay. So these are the common technologies that you may come across. So you must know the concept must be clear to all. Okay. Now let us move our building construction methods. So in building construction methods, you have as per your syllabus, there are some different techniques which are to be discussed how for different structures like beam, column and slabs, which method how the construction work is carried out. The very common one that is carried out for any construction, the common structures are the beam, okay, column, foundation work is prepared, then column, top layer beam,